I'm going to show you 3 ways to reduce stress and increase bliss in your life. Let's reduce anxiety and increase the peace. Let's guzzle down some bliss today. I love you. Be blessed. Welcome to the Blissful Breakfast with Breegs. I'm Breegs and I'm so happy to have you here this morning. How you doing? Let's increase that joy, okay? So I and everyone else feels anxiety from time to time, right? We get stressed out, we feel anxious, we're thinking about something, someone said something dumb to us, we said something dumb, and now we're overthinking it, replaying it in our brain. We're stressed because our spouse is stressed. We're stressed because we're taking on energy from our kids, from our job. Something freaking crazy happened, and we're like, our heart is pounding. We don't know. We're afraid. We're watching the news. We're doing this. We're doing that. And we're anxious about something. Okay? Yeah. Right? We can all resonate with that. What the heck is going on? So I got 3 tips, 3 glorious, juicy little morsels. My wife is going to kill me for that. I better edit that out. She hates mouth sounds. You probably do too. I apologize for that. I'm sorry, not sorry. Had to do it. Let's have a bite. Some morsels, 3 tasty tips that are going to get you whacked in the glory, reduce your anxiety, reduce your stress. Tip number 1. Okay, and so first of all, I'm not telling you to do anything. This is for me, man. This stuff is what I do. This helps me, all right? You're smarter than me. So, this is going to be a reminder to you, most likely. And if it's something fresh, love it, beautiful. So, tip number 1, unplug. You've got, man, for me, unplugging, getting away from the media, the phone, the television, the news. Definitely get off of that. Get off of that blue pill, the news, and all the junk going on. Get local, get outside, take off your shoes. For me, I take off my shoes, I walk in the grass, get some grounding glory going on. I need grounding, man. I'm a Virgo, I guess, if they're more of a ground element. I always thought I'd be more of an airy, watery type dude, but according to astrology, I'm a Virgo, and that's more earthy. I don't know, man. I don't feel very grounded on this planet. I feel like I'm this magical starseed from a different planet. My wife, on the other hand, Mary, she is freaking, and I don't know if grounded is the right term, but she does things that I like, details, handling the details. I'm not a detail person. Maybe that's something different. But anyway, get outside, man. We all know nature is good for us, right? There's millions of studies. Plants and trees release oils that and goodness and create air and oxygen, and you can increase your healing. I think there's a lot of Japanese forest bathing studies that, like, if you're in the forest, your health increases, your healing rate, regeneration. If you're healing from a sickness, your well-being, anxiety goes down, all that good stuff, right? And for me, walking outside, dude, getting on daily walks, looking at fractals, right? You know what fractals are? If you don't look it up, it's super sweet. Basically, it's repeating patterns in nature. If you just look at the grass, at leaves, at bark, at the ocean, at water, at fire, it's these repeating patterns that are just magical. They're healing. If you just look at them, you get relaxed. You reduce your anxiety. You honestly increase dopamine in your brain. You reduce cortisol, all that good stuff. Seriously, I mean, like staring at a fire, at a campfire, staring at the ocean, if you've been to the ocean, or just at a lake, just staring at a tree, man. Absolutely glorious. So unplugging, getting into nature for me is huge. Just going on a walk, being intentional about getting any kind of nature, not staring at a screen super close. Like, it's healthier for your eyes to look far away. Look into the trees, look at least 30 feet away. Get yourself some of that outside nature bliss. It helps me so much. All right. Tip number 2. What was tip number 2? Breathing. Pretty sure that's breathing. I love breathing. I don't know how often you do breathing, but for me, it's like it's core. It's absolutely, man, if I can't get outside, dude, I'm breathing. There's a million breathing tips. I'll share just a couple. I'm just being conscious of your breathing, first of all. The nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth, breathing through your diaphragm so your belly explodes, like your belly kind of just, and not your shoulders, right? Like you expand in your belly outward, not like shoulders upward. So like you don't breathe in your chest, you breathe in your belly, the diaphragm. You know, if you're a singer, you probably know all about that action. And it's about slow breathing, slow, regular breathing through your nose. Just relax. Because if you breathe fast and short breaths, that's your body saying, oh my God, I'm stressed. But if you're breathing slow, you're signaling to your body that you are having a good time, that you are relaxed. You're sitting on a beach, you're Netflixing and chilling your favorite show. You're doing life right. You're happy, you're relaxed. So just all you got to do is breathe slowly through your nose. And the next, like the glory tip, I think my friend Brady highly recommends this one. It's the 4-7-8 breathing. You breathe in for 4, you hold for 7, and then you breathe out for 8. Slows down your heart rate, gets rid of some stuck energy. I've talked about this one before, but if you haven't heard it, this is a great, easy breathing technique. And I would highly recommend looking up Wim Hof if you've never heard of him. And if you have, revisit him. His breathing techniques are incredible. He does a variation of the name slipped me. Fire breathing. He does a pranayama, fire breathing. So it's sort of a variation where you actually do the opposite of what I told you. You sort of these full, quicker breaths, and actually through your nose or your mouth. Normally you should always breathe through your nose, right? But through the mouth, and this is gonna do a lot of things. So it kind of sounds like this. So it's fully in, and then let go. Fully in, and let go. And you got to do that 30 times, 30 to 40 times. And then you let go, you fully let go, and you hold. And you want to do this for 3 or 4 rounds. For the first time, maybe you can hold up to 30 seconds. Then the second round, you can hold with no air in your lungs, right? You're holding with the air out. You can hold for a minute, 2 minutes. Dude, I've held for, over 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then done like 70 push-ups. I haven't done that in a long time, but like it's crazy how much the oversaturation of oxygen from that breathing just increases your joy, increases your bliss, your strength. It activates your muscles. It's just incredible. Look it up, Wim Hof Breathing Method. Breathing is going to reduce anxiety and stress 100-fold. If you've heard Wim Hof's story, his wife committed suicide. They had a bunch of kids, and she was depressed and took her own life. And he just, he had to make it happen. And he just explored the cold exposure and discovered breathing. And that just like changed his life. And he's been showing people how to breathe and do cold exposure and just reconnect with the nature and the elements. And, they've injected like, what's that one? They've injected like bacteria and viruses into him. And he, just through consciousness, like his belief, your brain, powering your brain and just having a belief through his intention and breathing and cold exposure, he can completely nullify that and it won't affect him at all. Like salmonella, I think or maybe it wasn't salmonella. It may have been. What's that other nasty sounding one? Like you get if you eat poop. Anyway, it was some type of virus and bacteria, and he just like crushed it. And he taught other people how to do it too. So it's not just him. But anyway, breathing is incredible. So tip number 3, and if you keep listening, I'll give a bonus tip. You got to keep listening to the end. I will give you a bonus tip, like the fourth guy, right? A glorious bonus tip, which is just absolutely clutch. So number 3 is gratitude. There's been studies, Dr. Joe Dispenza had talked about, he mapped people out and just 3 or 4 days, I think, of 15-minute sessions of gratitude, they were able to increase their immune system by 40%. incredible, just awesome stuff. And they tracked this protein, immunoglobulin A, which is the main protein marker in your immune system. And it's some dope stuff. So gratitude is going to increase your immune system. It's going to increase your joy. You cannot be in a state of fear and stress and anxiety or depression when you're in a state of gratitude. Try it. It's like if you are grateful for something, you're signaling to your body that you are okay. That like, oh, I got this thing. That's amazing. And we're doing great. So just being grateful about the little things. I practice it all the time. My friend Brady that I mentioned earlier, he's launching this new thing called Get Grateful. It's coffee. It's like a morning routine, right? But it's all about gratefulness and having a routine of writing down what you're grateful for while sipping on some glorious bean water, some coffee in the morning. So keep an eye out for Get Grateful. I mentioned it before, but it's worth mentioning again. But gratitude is so powerful. It's the most powerful thing in the world to change your state of mind. It's so simple. It's so easy. It's easy to not do it. It's easy to forget about it. It's easy to just scroll on your phone. But like getting grateful has profound effects on our body. Even like I have a sort of spiritual mentor and a business mentor, and he's done a lot of magical stuff. He's like healed his dad from cancer, and he like channels other beings, and it's this wild dude. But like he talks about, man, if you don't know what to do, just be grateful to change your state and elevate your consciousness. Be grateful. So definitely check out the gratitude, just anything, Just let's be grateful right now on this episode here. So I'm just grateful for that plant outside. I'm grateful that I can breathe. I'm grateful that I have access to the sky, to a tree. I'm grateful that I'm alive, that I have 10 toes and 10 fingers, or 9. Maybe I just have 9. I'm just grateful for, anything. I'm grateful for my skills and my abilities. Oh, I have one friend, or I'm grateful for this one friend. Oh, I'm grateful for this, that one time that I won in trivia night, whatever it is. Oh man. For me, I'm super grateful to, to have people interested in the game I'm creating. Oh, that's so fun. I funded on Kickstarter. That's really exciting. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful that I have a 5-year-old daughter and she's amazing and beautiful. All right. So that was 3 tips. Boom. We're going to do a 4th bonus tip of how to reduce your anxiety, reduce your stress. And man, we'll go into chemistry. To reduce anxiety and stress, man, a huge one is fats and oils. If you're drinking canola oil and vegetable oil, man, do a double check on the internet. Look that up. Get a second opinion on that. Just try not eating any of that stuff. And it's in a lot of food, unfortunately, a lot of boxed goods, a lot of stuff. They put that crap in a lot of things. But if you can try just for like a week, not eat any canola oil, any of that fake crap, any vegetable oils at all, any safflower, sunflower oil, any oil, eat just an animal-based, like eat butter. Or you can do coconut oil, butter, get some MCT oil. Avocado oil is generally pretty good. Olive oil, I suppose, but make sure it's actually olive oil. A lot of olive oils on the market are actually mixed with vegetable oils. It's messed up, man. I know there's some crazy Italian mafia that like control like 90% of the olives in the planet. It's messed up. I don't know, but get yourself off of that canola oil and just see, because those unstable vegetable oils increase your omega-6s. And omega-6s, you hear about omega-3s, right? Those are some pretty glorious saturated fats for us. Omega-3s, they're good, right? Healthy for your brain. Omega-6s are also fine. They're good to have, like we need both. But if you have an imbalance, if you have too much omega-6 and not enough omega-3s, then it messes up with your brain. You get agitated, angry, and anxious, all right? So if you get agitated and anxious after eating, or if you notice you're more agitated than normal, one thing you could try is eating more butter and ditching all the other crap, all the other oils. Just eat butter, or clarified butter, ghee, or coconut oil. All right? Get some avocados in you and ditch the canola oil. It's a huge difference. Nowadays, I usually don't eat that crap, but when I do, when I eat an unstable vegetable oil, I notice it, and it like my brain is like, oh my God, you know, I never get headache. I generally don't get headaches. When I do, it's something, my body's really telling me something. But like I really notice it if I eat that crap. So chemistry is a great way to hack. I think belief is more important, is like the most important, and our emotions. Those two things are the most important, but the third thing on the tier is chemistry, which I do my best to hack that chemistry to make sure I have everything to my advantage to feel blissed out every day. So give that fourth bonus one a try if you've never heard of that. I highly recommend it. All right, so I hope that you're feeling less anxious. I hope just us hanging out today has just increased your joy and reduced your stress. I'm all about that action. I love you and have a blissed out day.